all just satsanga. Sit with the master. Simply the enlightenment happens. Shivoham experience flowers. Especially Varanasi, Murti, Tirtha, Sthala, all the three. Tirtha, the Ganga. In Kamikagama, Mahadeva says, Ganga is the ever pure water. Ganga, Tirtha, Sthala. What better Sthala you will get than Varanasi? His very own address. What better place you will find? And Achala Murti, Viswanatha, Sachala Murti, Gurudeva. And the concept you are going to work is Shivoham. Understand? Pretyabi gachanti. After death, where you are going to go, prepare yourself for that. The best place to prepare yourself for the journey of after death is Varanasi. Actually, this Varanasi inner awakening is going to be the experience of Upanishads, literally. Varanasi is the place where you live even death. You live even death.
Paramahamsa Nityananda consecrated the Nityanandeshwara Hindu Temple, Ohio on April 14, 2007. This is the first Nityanandeshwara temple outside of India. Lord Nityanandeshwara and Devi Nityanandeshwari adorn the main sanctum, seated in a unique posture of Shiva, bestowing the Shiva Sutras to Devi. This is the largest granite Shiva deity in North America, weighing in excess of 2 tons and hand-carved by Paramahamsa Nityananda Swamiji after his enlightenment. The temple is located on the banks of the state Olentangy Scenic River. Another stream feeds into this river and the junction, and the area has been declared as Paschim Prayag by Swamiji. The temple's mission is to revive the Vedic tradition and the rich Vedic heritage. Social gatherings serve to share knowledge and sattvic food. Pujas, homas, and other rituals are conducted in the temple, and major festivals are observed. Free meditation classes and Nitya Yoga are offered.
expect to be here at this February IA, but I'm really glad I came. I had planned to go to December IA, but for different reasons I couldn't go, mainly work. I then lost my job just before Christmas, and I was a bit upset about it. I was thinking, what on earth am I going to do? So time went by. I managed to get some temporary work just to keep myself going, and actually it was enough money to come up with IA, or money for IA as well. And about a week or two before IA, I could just feel Swamiji's energy. I think I even had a few dreams telling me that I had to go to India. It was just something I had to do. So I booked a ticket, I booked my visa, I paid the money, I finished up with work. Everything went really smoothly, and I just took the risk and I came, and I'm really glad I came. I think it's one of the best experiences I've had in my life.
I'll give my own experience from my life. See, before coming to Gurukul, I was just attracted by the Maya. I'll be in Malaysia. I was in Malaysia. I'll be joining all bad peoples, gangsters, and I was addicted to many things, all the bad things. So when I was in the surrounding of the people who are always saying no to life, my cognition also changed to say no to life. Like others, I attracted by others. Same way, I came to engineers. The people around me was always saying yes to life. So my cognition changed to say yes to life, and I came to Gurukul.
See, there's a story of Sundaramurti Nayanar. See, Shiva has told him to go and enrich the whole world with Saivism. That is the purpose for which he took birth. But after taking birth, he was in a space of completion, and he was doing a Saivism work. But after a few years, he only lived for around 16 years. That's all he has lived. He has only lived for 16 to 18 years. But even in that, he himself was being like moved from completion. Like for what purpose of life he came down, he went, like, to be clear, like he is establishing Shaivism, but the same way at the same time he was even moved out of it. Means due to the society conditioning, he was completely accepted, and he was completely accepting that he want to marry and he want to live sensual pleasures. He want to have that instead of introducing Saivism. And when he was on the day of marriage, Shiva has to come in the form of a Muni and tell him that his grandfather has given him grandfather is committed that his whole lineage will be serving for him. That's what it say. And then Sundaramurti Nayanar, because having any other option, he has to go behind the Muni. And then when he walks behind the Shiva, who is in the form of sage, the Shiva starts walking fast and faster and faster, and then he'll go into the temple and he'll go merge into the deity. When Sundaramurti Nayanar comes and sees this, he comes to know, oh, it is Shiva who came to me and who has stopped this marriage. Then when he sits there and this thing sits in meditation, he comes to the purpose of his life. Oh, I came down to the planet just to establish Shaivism, not to get attracted to sensual pleasure. So same way, we were in completion, and when we go and start enriching people outside, the way they live is we get convinced that is much better than this. See, for example, at times you will start feeling, see, I have to sit and enrich more. Not everyone, but at times few people might feel like this. See, I have to enrich. Most of them aren't get enriched, so I am not authentic with my enriching. What kind of enriching is that? And you feel incomplete with this, and then you encourage your self-doubt, and then you fall into their incompletion, and you start living the way they want instead what you thought of purpose of life. you change and you become like them. So that's what I meant when you come from satsanga. Like this is a possibility. There's a possibility like this also.
Okay, see, in one satsang, Swamiji said that satsangatve nitsangatvam, nitsangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nisthalatatvam, and nisthalatatve jivan mukti. What I understood from this is basically when you have satsanga around you, you'll ultimately lead to enlightenment and you'll be beyond the mind, you'll be beyond maya, you'll be beyond attachment, you'll be beyond all that when you have satsanga around you.